Lake Vyrnwy is one of the most breathtaking locations in Wales, and since 1988 it has hosted an iconic sporting event that has attracted thousands of participants, raising millions of pounds for charity. But the Lake Vyrnwy Half Marathon's future fell into doubt during the pandemic, until the company behind March's successful Welshpool 10K and the recently announced Newtown 10K stepped in to secure the 2022 event for September the 18th.
In terms of being interested in the event, as a little boy living in Oswestry, I knew Doug Morris, who was the founder of the Lake Vyrnwy Half Marathon over 30 years ago. So I followed the event for years, and then another friend, Andrew Davis, that you know, had been asking me probably over the last 8 to 10 months if the event was going to continue post-COVID. So I talked to the residents of Llanwddyn and Lake Vyrnwy to see if they were going to continue to run the event. Unfortunately, they had come against some sort of obstacles which I was able to overcome. So after talking to the residents, I agreed to take the event on for 2022. So here we are. Yeah, it's been open a few months, and yeah, we've got some good entry numbers coming in. Well, I'm pleased to announce that there really is a really strong appetite for the Lake Vyrnwy Half, and the appetite is really widespread. We've got entries from South Wales, Mid Wales, the Northwest into the Midlands. We've got around 900 entries at the moment, so we're going towards selling out quite quickly. What can people expect? Well, they can expect beautiful scenery, a flat, fast course. Obviously, we've got an incline in the first mile, but once you get that out of the way, it's extremely fast, and the 1 mile finish is really, really fast. In terms of the logistics, we've changed things a little bit because there's been challenges with parking. So we've worked with a local farmer to use his property to park everybody. So that's around an 8-minute shuttle out of the village, and we will shuttle them in. So in terms of congestion, people parking everywhere, and maybe starting the experience on the wrong foot, hopefully by putting everybody in a central hub and then bringing them in, we'll overcome some of the barriers that we've had. So yeah, it should be a great day.
But all is not well at one of our favourite tourist destinations. Local businesses have reported one of their quietest summers in living memory, with day trippers seemingly put off by the sky-high costs of fuel. So how important is hosting events like the Lake Vyrnwy Half Marathon to bringing back the tourism pound to Mid Wales?
It's hugely important to see events like this coming back to the area. 3 years break is a long time, and hopefully people haven't forgotten about us. It is quieter, cost of living and the ability to go abroad again now is definitely hitting the area. So anything that comes this way that brings people back is wonderful. It's exciting. It doesn't just benefit us as the shop, it benefits the lake itself, the local campsites, the local B&Bs, all of whom are going to receive bookings because of it. And so yes, hugely excited to have it back and can't wait to see everybody.
With up to 1,200 runners expected, the signs are promising for an economic shot in the arm come September, with the organiser promising that a sizable slice of the entry fee will be ploughed back into the local community.
Well, working with stakeholders, we will make a large contribution to some of the stakeholders, and that money will be invested back into the area. Before we launched the event and opened up entries for 2022, some of the hotels, bed and breakfast, Airbnbs and so on had very few bookings. The good news is we turned entries on, entries started coming in, and then obviously people started booking accommodation, booking maybe visits to local attractions on the Saturday before the event. So we believe the area will do really, really well. Maybe not directly on the day, but it will introduce the area to people to come back and visit this beautiful area. So it's not just about the day, it's about planting the seed for this area for months to come and years to come. So it's not just about the day itself.
The school holidays will hopefully see the tourists come flooding back to Mid Wales, but at least Lake Vyrnwy knows that a helping hand is on the way come September.